It's a race of traditions, and certainly as far as this team is concerned, there's a tradition they'd like to see broken today. Williams have been on pole 6 times since they last won here at Monaco, exactly 20 years ago. It's always gone wrong for them from the front row of the grid.
What?
Did they break their Monaco jinx today? Well, they're certainly on a roll. They led, if you remember, 2 weeks ago in Austria.
I'm not driving yet.
And here this weekend, they're on pole.
I'm waiting for the... Then we are in different lobbies.
Third place on the grid with Montoya.
No, shit.
Ralph rather took himself by surprise yesterday, taking pole position. It was indeed by the slenderest of margins, 36/1000th of a second over Kimi Raikkonen in the McLaren.
But I saw you in the practice.
The top two measured in the
Strange.
second shows you just how close things are at the moment with the new rules in Formula 1. There is Raikkonen on second place on the grid where Coulthard was last year.
Okay, I'm P4 with a 22.9.
Raikkonen emulate him this year. Well, Ferrari have had their worst qualifying of the season so far. Michael Schumacher is down in 5th. Rubens Barrichello is 7th. Yesterday was very much a Michelin day. 8 of the top 10 cars
Good luck.
are wearing the French tyres. Only 2 Ferraris breaking up the party. Will today be
Watch out in the turn 1.
where the tyres come into play? Will the track come towards Michelin to the same alarming degree
Yeah, but
that it did yesterday?
later in the race, it's... They don't take out the turn 1.
10 weekend for him and his team. No Jenson Button today. He had a big accident on Saturday morning. No major injuries, but he took a big shock and a slight concussion. And the rules, the medical rules in Formula 1 really are that you can't afford to have 2 concussions 2 days in a row, so they generally don't let a driver race.
Absolutely killed or... Oh, shit.
Are going to play out. Certainly a number of different ways, Martin, of running this Grand Prix, aren't there? I mean, we think that the top few teams have got similar-ish amounts of fuel, possibly Ferrari carrying a little bit more than the guys in front of them, but how much fuel they put in when they come in for their first stop, it really is here all about finding the gap, isn't it? It's about running in space. The team today, I think, which finds the space tactically during the race is perhaps the team that's going to triumph.
Yes, well, the teams and the paddock itself winds itself up into a bit of a frenzy as to how much fuel is in these cars after this new qualifying procedure. And remember, we were all absolutely wrong back in Austria, and we'll have to wait and see how it shapes out today. For me, James, the crucial thing will be the middle sector. How long will they fuel the car for? Maybe they've gone a little bit shorter for the first part of the race. How long will they? Will they maybe try and stretch that middle part to gain advantage? I really think it is crucial. If Ralph Schumacher gets into the first corner first, a bit of a prediction ready from me here, but I think he'll just keep the pack together. I have a feeling Raikkonen might just run off the hide if he gets into the first corner first. I just feel that the Williams qualifying pace is not necessarily the race pace is not as strong.
Lost the position at the start.
We didn't see them show this kind of performance through the weekend, although they've been quite strong here.
That can be faster than this guy.
Today, and but the track is very, very dirty. They'll have to be super cautious, James, in the early part of the Grand Prix. They really did throw a lot of dust and this drive.
I had no contact so far. These guys are clean. Wasn't even expecting that. Oh shit.
As good an atmosphere as I can remember for many, many years. The boats in the harbour are absolutely jam-packed. They're queuing out there. And a tremendous atmosphere, a real expectation.
Oh, hit the wall.
What are we going to see in terms of a motor race? One big grey area is the run down to the first corner. When we go up on the formation in a moment, we will see what...
No, I'm not in the same lobby.
A bit of a grey area about exactly
I don't see you here.
in terms of cutting across that yellow
Yes,
line.
standings. Oh shit. Understeer.
It takes us away. A little bit slow off the line, but he has got away, I think, has he now? Kimi Raikkonen obviously didn't realise Ralph was going to do that. He's waiting for the pole sitter to go through.
Why am I losing so much time? That's faster than these guys in qualifying.
It's not been explicitly told them during the driver's briefing that they can't do that, but in all the support races, anyone who's done that has been given either a stop and go penalty, or today in the Renault race was given a black flag, which means coming to pits, you're out of the race. It's a bit of a grey area. I know a lot of the teams and drivers have wanted clarification from the race control as to what will happen. What's your take on it?
Well, again, in the Super Renault race, there were
Shit.
about 30% of the grid just took to that road. And in a way, it makes it easy. You're not going to lose your front wing taking that line. And for me, it's not only if you gain a position you should be penalised, it's if you then save yourself from losing a position or two as well. And that's the critical part. It is suitably grey. Let's hope it doesn't come into play this afternoon. Of course, there are two other areas around the racetrack, James, where there is an escape road into the seafront chicane and also down at the exit swimming pool where they've changed now anyway. So there are three places around this track where you may be penalised if you seem to take advantage by using the escape road.
Yeah, I'm not doing well.
Very slow. We're going through the tunnel there, the now famous tunnel. Improved the light a little bit here over the years. Look at the mess on the outside of the track there. Coming down, this is where Jenson Button had his accident yesterday morning in practice under braking. He repaired backwards down here, shot across the top of that chicane and slammed into the guardrail. A very, very heavy impact. He lost control at over 180 miles an hour. His impact power was 30 G, so enough to put a shot into anybody. Now we're coming into the area that's been changed for this year, Martin, and changes you're not entirely happy with, although they have made the track a bit safer.
Well, we've seen less red flags this weekend, it has to be said.
Why am I so slow?
You know, the penalty here in Monaco for a mistake any time of the weekend is always absolutely extreme. And it's just been sanitised a little bit. But there you go, that's what we've got. And as we saw with Jenson's accident yesterday, it's still a pretty dangerous place. I'm surprised Jenson's not racing today, and I'm disappointed for him. He's been doing so well lately. I personally didn't think it was that big a shut. I know there's plenty of energy involved, but it seemed to be the sort of shut you'd be all right the next day. But these days they've got so much more information on you as a driver, and the recorder in the car, they know the level of impact. Maybe we were better in the old days where we didn't.
It's possible that can happen.
Everyone lighting the tyres up as they come down the straight. The whoops and hollers. The sound bounces and echoes off the buildings here in Monaco like ghosts.
Whatever that.